Hello everyone and welcome back to One Piece. This is episodes 847, 848, 849 and 850. We're halfway through the 800s. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Today I was planning out like my videos in advance. I'm recording this at the start of May, right? It's May 1st on the day that I'm recording this. So it's the very start of May. And I was planning out my videos and realized that I'm finishing this arc, or this saga arc. I'm finishing this arc, the Whole Cake Island arc. I'm finishing it by the end of this month. So that's kind of crazy to me. Is that like, you know, there's a part of me that's like, whoa, it's gonna be a whole month of like watching 4 episodes every video. But there's another part of me that goes, it's only gonna be a month. I mean, like, because a month goes by quickly. Like, sometimes I think, a month, that's gonna be ages. But then I think, like, well, what is that? That's watching, you know, in a month, I also watch 4 episodes of Windbreaker or whatever, right? And I end up watching however many, what's 8 times, oh, I can't do the math quickly enough. Well, let's go 8 times 5, so that's 40-ish episodes of One Piece. So yeah, I get through a lot. So yeah, I'm excited to jump into this. I've been really looking forward to doing more Whole Cake Island. Last video was the first time I feel like Whole Cake Island has, in my eyes, like really slowed down properly. Just because we're being chased by Big Mom, which that's not the slow bit. But it kind of is at the same time. Like, it's slowed down as in they're being chased by Big Mom, but they've kind of kept the status quo of being chased by Big Mom for a little bit. So I'm hoping we not necessarily speed up the pace, but start getting to new stuff happening, you know? Or at least stuff that I'm super engaged with. I kind of want Big Mom to either catch up to them or them to completely lose Big Mom, you know? Now, at the end of last episode, Nami did an attack on Big Mom, and I don't think we've seen exactly how it's resulted. Now, I was saying at the end of the last video, if Nami ends up even putting a scratch on her, it might be a huge deal. Like, this might be massive. So I want to see if Nami is one of the first people in the Straw Hats to actually be able to damage Big Mom. Probably one of the first people in the world who's actually able to damage Big Mom. That would be wild. So let's see. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel. All of that stuff helps me out a lot. And you can go to my Patreon account down in the description below, where you can get the full-length reactions and early access. You can get the next it's like 3 weeks or so of videos on there right now. So like on there, we'd be getting pretty close to finishing this arc right now. So you definitely should go over there right now. And it's all in full-length version. Or you can join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos, which is also pretty great. So, yeah, without that much further ado, I'm excited to jump into this, so let's jump into it. This is One Piece, episode 847, One Piece. Woo! Okay. Recap Rubik's, here we go. If you're new to this channel, this is the Recap Rubik's Cube. It's a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and the goal is to beat the recap. Okay, alright. This episode is going to be called A Shocking Twist. Nami kills Big Mom. I just completed the cube, by the way. I only completely completed it. Oh god. Oh, do you see the people on there though? Oh, you think it's Luffy because you are stupid. Just see some silhouettes on there. Yep. Not quite Luffy. The real worry is that Katakuri's on there. Oh, and Pedro. There he is. Thank goodness they don't just like destroy it. You know, we would be fucked if they destroyed the Sunny, and it would be devastating. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, the fucking waves. I thought, that's exactly what I thought. Like, that would be the assumption you'd make. That Big Mom was doing that. I need to see the results of the... Is Katakuri gonna see something? Oh god. How kind of you. Yes, Brooke! Fuck him up! Hacha! Hell yes, dude. There are two characters that don't really get to do much post time skip, so. Oh yeah. Oh my god, you need to show me the result of the Big Mom thing. Okay, here we go. God damn, is she in that hole? Yep. I mean, I know that she's not dead. Is she climbing back out? Probably should use this opportunity to run, but that's fine. Agreed. She's just tunneling through the ground. She's just walking against it like a glitching NPC. Oh my god. Yeah, she looks pretty unscathed. I think Nami's attack more destroyed the ground than hurt her. Great. Is that already halfway? What the fuck? I feel like they're doing this a little earlier than they normally do. Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god, they're just climbing out of the mirror. Break that mirror. Although maybe it'll be useful for us to have a mirror going forward. If we can capture Broly again. Hell yeah. Yeah, take those souls. I love the guitar solo. Yeah, I mean, it's useless to bring these motherfuckers. Oh, who are you? Nice. That's so cool. Damn, just froze the ground. I thought he was gonna turn into a block of ice. Nice. Chopper's a pro ice skater. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. Well, that guy's got heavy armor. He can't swim. He's dead. Oh, don't be cute sisters now. I have to root against you. I guess I don't have to root against them because they're trying to do this to save Sanji and Ko. Aww, that's nice. She's very similar to Lola. kill the child. Don't worry, they'll be fine. Oh. Oh my god. She's simping hard over Sanji? Yeah. I think she's just very conflicted right now. I think she hates him and also loves him. I think she's incredibly turned on by his presence and despises his guts. Oh my god. Thought Luffy would be pissed at her. Yeah, I mean, they're not listening because... Oh, look at the boob jiggle, Jesus. It's a great scene. I like how Chiffon said, get to the point, and then she goes into like an inner monologue. Oh my god. She can't help it. I love the music that comes in when she does that. She just like sinks back into that part of herself. Oh my god, Pudding! She can't help but slip into her evil. Evil nature. Yeah, whoa, I didn't even think about that. I forgot Sanji was a cook. It's been so long since he's done it. I mean, he made the food for Luffy, but... Now she's like full tsundere. I love her squeeing. Okay. Decent plan. There's no space. Oh my god, she's getting very close. Obviously, she's gonna be further away in other shots. Aww. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. That's a strong move she's about to do. Oh my god! Oh shit! You can airwalk to catch up? Okay, you don't need to. You grabbed on. Damn. Okay, nice. Good episode. It was very slow paced again, but still, good episode. I'm very happy with how Pudding's character has gone. Like, to me, this is the best way that this kind of character could go. Where it's like, okay, we've discovered that she's, you know, evil, that she is kind of a bitch, right? And that she betrayed us and stuff. Like, we discovered that. So now, where do you go with this character? And so they're, you know, it's good they're leaning into the idea that like Sanji is such like a pure-hearted guy. Like he is able to be so genuine with his affection for people that he struck on, you know, something she was self-conscious about, and has gotten, and because of that, like gotten so deep into her heart that she's kind of at war between like genuine love and also the type of person that she has been her entire life, you know? Like, she's acting like a monster still, but at the same time, she's also just, like, genuinely in love with him. And I think that's a fun dynamic. And I love that Sanji is also, like, not bothered by that at all, you know? Like, I love that from what we've seen here, Sanji is, like, still worried about her and cares about her and stuff. I think this is a fun and interesting dynamic that they've got. And, I mean, it allows you to, like, really putting into the tsundere territory, which, like, works for her character very nicely. But what I'm mostly happy about is in this episode, she did a thing where she turned around and she, like, squeed. She went, ah! Like that sort of thing, but, like, quietly to herself. And I'm very happy about that because when we, like, very early met Pudding, before we knew everything about her, and we'd just met her, there was a point where they talked about, like, her and Sanji being in love, and she did, like, a squee, like, she went, ah! And, like, covered her face or whatever. And I remember saying in the discussion, like, that sold me on the character. Like, I love her now. That sort of, like, you know, just getting overwhelmed with emotions where you let out a squeal. I love that as, like, when people do that. I think it's very cute. And so that won me over with Pudding, and then we find out all the shit about Pudding, and I'm like, damn, that was all an act. That's all, like, something she put on the entire time, which was very sad to me because it's like I then could only think of that squee as, like, oh, that was her faking it, you know, that was her doing an inauthentic squeal. But now that we have, this is her authentic self and she still squealed, that makes me happy because it's like the part of Pudding that I liked is still in there somewhere. There's still, like, at least a little bit of that, like, sort of, like, the emotions are so, like, are bursting out and she needs to let it out with the sound. That part of Pudding still exists. It just also exists under an exterior of a bitch, which I'm happy with. I'm very happy with. So I like it. I am on board. It's funny that in this episode they were like, Sanji, you can cook, right? And then he's like, yeah, of course I can cook anything. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. It's not that, like, it's not that it's a forgettable part of his character. It's the concept of Sanji's character is that he's the cook. But we've been focused on so much other shit lately that, like, I'm thinking of Sanji now as, like, the guy who's part of this family, the guy who simps over women, and the guy who can kick. Those are the things that are in the forefront of my mind right now because this arc has been focused on those things, you know? Like, it's been focused on his family, it's been focused on his relationship with Pudding, so that's the woman part of him, and it's been focused on him kicking, as in we've seen him do, like, fighting scenes and stuff a lot recently with his kicks. So it's showing those aspects of his character that I just, like, wasn't even thinking about him being a cook. So when they say that, it's like, oh yeah, of course, this makes perfect sense. Like, it's a Sanji arc, you're going to lean into the idea of him getting to cook something. That makes a lot of sense. So I'm glad that they did that because I think Sanji's cooking and baking skills are often underutilized in the series, I think. Especially in canon material. Because, you see, like, whenever they have filler, and the filler is with Sanji, like, it's a Sanji-focused filler, a lot of the time, it's, like, actually quite good. Like, that's some of the best filler, is the Sanji-focused filler. And it's because they tend to, like, really lean into what makes him cool. And when they lean into that stuff, like, I find it very entertaining. It's fun to watch, you know? I remember in Water 7, there was one, I think, about Sanji being a cook and then, like, finding out about, like, Aqua Laguna salt or whatever. And then there was in G8? G6? G8? What was the name of the arc that everyone likes? That one, he also did the, like, cooking thing with Jessica, I think her name is. And that was really cool as well. And then there was back in Log Town, the cooking competition that he did, then that was a lot of fun, you know? Like that, when they actually do that stuff, it's very fun. So, so I like that this arc is actually going, yeah, remember this guy is a good cook. I mean, at least, you know, beforehand they did do the like Sanji had cooked everyone's favorite meal thing. Like that's also a good way to incorporate his cooking into it. So like even if they weren't gonna do this with what they're about to do, I still would say Oda didn't neglect that part of him. It still used it for an important moment, but I like that they're doing it more here now with this. All right, let's move on to the next episode. This is episode 848 of One Piece. Here we go. All right, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Oh shit! Oh shit! The title popped up. I think the first part was Save the Sunny. I didn't mean to see it. That's the end of the... My goal was not to see it. The title came up before the music ramped down like it normally does. Oh yeah. You're going the wrong way. She's a nice pudding. Leave them to you? What? What? What kind of memories can you affect here? Flashback? What? Are you giving them fake memories? Or are these memories from whatever the soul is? What the fuck? What a crazy application of her fruit. Yeah, okay. You got praised. That's the way to win her over. If you compliment her third eye. I wonder if it'd be faster to like drop someone off at the sunny, go back on the carpet, pick someone up, drop them off at the sunny, go back. Oh my god, pudding. At least I don't think Sanji's gonna be swayed by or hurt by pudding saying this. No, he's... yeah. Gotta stick to the plan. Trust the crew. I'm surprised there are still peacekeepers around. I feel like Brook would have taken most of them out with his solo, if not all of them. It's also interesting that Pedro, I mean they do this a lot in One Piece, but isn't doing anything. He's waiting until they take out all the minions and then he's gonna fight. Same with Katakuri, I suppose. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, he's sticking to that story. They're all dead. I guess this is why Pedro is standing back. He genuinely is trying to spare them. Okay. Can Brook take this battle? I feel like maybe. They feel like they're similar power levels. He's already dead, so. If I was Chopper though, I'd be like, this is bullshit, Brooke. You took the easy guy, I have to take Katakuri? These two fighting. There's more where that came from if you help us. Oh god. Nice. All the trees dying. See, the trees I don't care in the slightest about, so just watching her murder 100 of them is funny. Oh shit, carrot! Oh my god, she's gonna make carrot cake. Prometheus is bad. That's dangerous when she uses Prometheus. Oh my god. Bum, bum, bum. Come on, Brooke, you got this. What is that? I guess some sort of candy. Uh-oh, Chopper! You stuck? Yeah. Shit, man. And the Vin Smokes couldn't even get out of this. Of course, the Vin Smokes were unarmed at that time, but still. Yeah, we'll be fine. Don't worry about us. Aww. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Jesus. It reminds me of Mr. 3. Oh god, don't open your mouth, Chopper! Oh lord. Shit, man, shit! Really? I guess the other Straw Hats have to get here in time. I thought they'd be able to put up more of a fight than that, but really they didn't do much of anything. Mm-hmm. Yep, here they are. Woo! Mm-hmm. It's Nami, motherfucker. I like that. Katakuri is like, none of you fucking stand a chance. Oh god. He's got a banana flavored hand. Oh, what is this? Whoa, what is this? Whoa! Candy Maiden? Whoa! Oh my god, everyone's bringing out their strong moves. Oh! Oh! The 1-2 punch of... Oh, the 1-2-3 punch. Jeez, man. Pedro is showing way more than he has in the past. Okay. He's just confident he can break through it. Oh yeah. Red Hawk. Yes! We'll never say no to a Red Hawk, baby.
Oh, I love the visuals of that. Hell yeah. Cool ending, very satisfying. I wanted to see Peros' reaction to that Red Hawk, because I feel like that's a really strong move that he used against Luffy, and then Luffy just like breaks right through it in half a second. Like I think that could be, you know, kind of a scary thing to see. Like I feel like it would shake you a little bit, you know? Even if you didn't think that Luffy's strong enough to beat Big Mom or to be able to even beat Katakuri, like I feel like it'd be kind of scary to know he could probably beat you. And that, like, yeah, I think he's above Paris, like Luffy's above Pero. Maybe on par with Katakuri and below Big Mom right now, you know? But I'm expecting Luffy to kind of evolve in strength before the end of this arc to be on par with Big Mom. But right now, I think he's maybe on par with Katakuri, maybe a bit lower. I don't know. It's hard to know exactly what Katakuri's fighting prowess is, because his main advantage is that he's got the foresight thing, right? That's his big thing. But he's also like a great fighter and has a really strong fruit and stuff. But if he didn't have that incredible foresight, then it's possible that Luffy could beat him in a one-on-one, like, not easily, but without too much trouble, you know? Like, maybe it would be even slightly easier than facing Biscuit. Maybe, I don't know, you know? Because, I mean, he needed... No, not Biscuit. Cracker! I did it again. He needed Nami's assistance to be able to beat Cracker. And even then, he had to fight, like, for fucking 24 hours or whatever, you know? He had to fight for a long time. So, like, I wonder... Because Katakuri seems exceptionally strong, but we mostly have seen him be really good with the foresight stuff assisting him. So without that, I wonder. But we don't need to do those hypotheticals, because let's just go with the information that's in front of us. I think Luffy can beat Pero, which I think since he can, I think that's going to be why he's not going to be the one to beat. I think what's going to happen right now is Luffy is going to fight Katakuri, and the rest of them maybe are going to fight Pero. And... I don't know how it's gonna go, because also Big Mom is like right behind us, so I don't know how we even do this, because I don't think we can take care of these two quickly. Like, I think we can maybe beat them, but not in a fast manner. And Big Mom was like right at the edge of the forest with them, so I don't know how the fuck this is gonna work. I don't know if we're gonna like really exploit the idea of anime time here. I don't know. This was the same episode where Pudding used the flashback power. That was kind of wild. Because when she was like, "Oh, I'll handle this," I went, "What can you do?" Like, she's been mostly using a gun in this show so far. Because I was like, well, her power isn't really a combat power, and it kind of still wasn't. It was more of a debuff power, but still interesting that she can do like long range, giving people flashbacks of their memories, their own memories. That's really interesting. I feel like you could do some fun things with Pudding's power, because like originally, you know, it seemed like, okay, she can take out people's memories and edit them and put them back in. That's kind of cool. But to actually also be able to do simple stuff like flashing people back to their own memories and stuff, maybe, I don't know, like maybe you could have that come in handy with something else. Like if, for example, let's say we didn't have the poneglyph printing, or we lost it, you know, that printing of the poneglyph. Like, imagine if Pudding could just go like, well, Brook, you saw it, so I'm gonna reach into your memories and pull out the memory of you looking at it, and then you can give that to Nico Robin. Like, that would be kind of cool. Because it's like, then you have just like this print screen of, because like Brook right now, if Robin, like if we lost the printing of the poneglyph, and then they went back Robin would be like, okay, well, you saw the road poneglyph, what was on it? And he'd be like, I don't know, a bunch of symbols I didn't recognize. Like, I'm not gonna remember what all those symbols were. But with Pudding's power, you might be able to. So that could be something interesting there. But I don't think they're gonna do much more with the power. But it's kind of cool that they just expanded it out a little bit. It was fun. And yeah, it seems like Chopper and Brook are gonna die. Very sad. All right, let's move on to the next episode. There's not a crazy amount. As I said, it's still pretty slow pace. We're still doing the Big Mom chase, but these battles have some potential. So let's see. Let's move on to episode 849 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. I bounced it off my microphone. Here we go. Okay, that's how far I got in the cube. This episode is gonna be called the crazy fight Pedro versus the Straw Hats. Okay, now we're kind of seeing Paris' reaction. Oh, careful! Jesus, almost melted Nami. Oh, baby. Oh. Oh, Katakuri punch against a Red Hawk. I wanted to. Oh. Ooh. Pedro. Oh. Oh shit. That seems pretty fucking good. That's true. I didn't even think about that, but yeah. Being able to stretch and stuff like that, it is very similar to Luffy. It's like a Logia version of Luffy's fruit. Oh god. Let's fuck him up. Okay. Good plan. Yeah, I mean, if we can fight him, like, out at sea, that would be better, because Big Mom can't, like, go in the sea and swim after her. Ooh! That's cool, Pedro seeing Roger in him. Fuck yeah! It's not doing much yet, but I'm actually surprised it's not doing anything. Because he's using Haki. Yeah! Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is he actually, like, disappearing his body before the hits hit? Instead of it, like, it's not the fist doing that, it's him doing that? Gotta break him out, just real quick. Before they die. They're about to die. Jinbei, smash him out. Pedro, what are you doing? What? Huh? Whoa! That's a hell of a declaration. Why is he saying it now? Is he about to sacrifice himself? Like stay here to hold her off or something? What's he doing? Yeah, it's pretty crazy we've survived this long. Her name's Amand. Have I written that down before? We keep seeing her, but I don't know if I've ever written down her name. So creepy. Oh, they're gonna do a coup de burst? Yeah. Makes sense. Do you have enough cola? I imagine so. I imagine Frankie stocked up before leaving them. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. What is the point of putting the souls in the in the cannonballs? I guess she doesn't do it on purpose, she just scatters the souls. Well then fucking help her. Yeah, let's get the two physically weakest people on the ship to do all the hard labor. But, you know, the strongest ones are fighting right now.
Oh. Damn it, man. I wonder, can Kuda Burst smash out of this? I guess Nami says it can't, so I guess not. God, what can Pedro do? Can you take out Perospero real quick? If you take him out, maybe the candy will melt. Shit! Or Big Mom will break the candy around our ship and we can just go. Come on, cut off his tongue, someone. What are they gonna do? Especially Pedro. What's he gonna do? Okay. Oh, he's going for Perospero. Good. Come on, fuck him up. Fuck him up, please. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Yes, 700 million's insane. Flashback? Look at his different color scheme here. Oh man. Is he planning to die here and now? He's setting everything up for the dawn of... I see. This is fun seeing what like Pedro's role in this arc is. He's about like positioning the Straw Hats to be able to change the world. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Seeing the Aura Jackson in all its glory. That huge smile. Damn. He asked Gold Roger himself. That's nice. Very wise man. Aw, look at little Wanda. Aw. No. Aww. Oh. So cool. Oh. Aww. Wow. Cool to see how much he was inspired by Roger. Okay. Oh shit! Oh shit! Blow him up! And if you blow him up, the ship's freed. Chopper and Brook are freed. Hell yeah! Take him fucking down. It's Pedro sacrificing himself. But it's a happy moment. Because he wants to go out the way he wants to go out. This is what he lives for. Yes, Pedro! Oh, poor everyone else though. But I don't feel bad for Pedro because this is what he wants. Oh! Holy shit! Whoa, it even seemed like it blew Big Mom back a bit. Jesus! Oh, Carrot. Oh. I'm so glad it happened. I'm just sad for Carrot. Oh, that was great. I loved that. Yeah, that's the thing. Like it wasn't, if it wasn't for Carrot being there, I wouldn't have been sad about that, because like the entire time I've felt like the entire time, right, that Pedro is a kind of character that's designed for a moment like this. Like he's clearly designed to sacrifice himself, because the everything leads to that, right? They showed he's a self-sacrificing type by showing he didn't have he, you know, pulled out his own eye or whatever, and lost many years in his life. The fact that he had very few years left meant even if he survived this, it doesn't really matter. He's not going to live that much longer anyway. And like all of the stuff he constantly talks about, and the fact that he's just like, he always fights with his life on the line, like all of that leads to, this is a character that's supposed to sacrifice himself. So I knew it was going to happen eventually. But it's about like how significant is it and how awesome of a moment does he get. And also part of his character motivation is like, I want to live how I want to live, and I want to choose how I want to die. Like I don't want to just die because Big Mom's time limit ran out. You know, she took 50 years of my life. I die of old age at the age of 30, you know, like that wouldn't sit right with him. So he wants to die how he wants to die. Like if this is the way he wants to go out, fuck yeah, you know, what an awesome way to do it. Take out Pero, who is, I have to admit, and like I hate to admit this, I have to admit I kind of liked Pero more as it went on. Like that the character did nothing good, like good in terms of, like, morally good. He did nothing that made me give him, like, make him worthy of respect. And I still, like, his design still made me want to strangle him. And he still did the annoying, like, lick thing the entire time. And he, you know, turned Chopper into a Candyman and taunted him the entire time and said he was gonna, once he's full candy, like, lick him all over or whatever, right? Like, everything about him sucked. But I don't know. There's something about it. Maybe it was Stockholm Syndrome, but eventually I was kind of interested in his character. I still wanted to see him get taken down. I still hated him as a villain, but I didn't hate him in the same way that I hate Wanze or Absalom or any of those characters, right? I hated him on a more minor level of, like, I want us to be able to destroy this guy. But yeah, I don't know. It was something, I think it might, again, be because he was, like, kind of clever and proactive, right? Where he was actually doing stuff that seemed clever and, like, he was thinking ahead. And I don't know. There was something about the stuff that he was doing that I was like, yeah, I kind of respect it in a way. But I'm so glad he gets blown up by Pedro. Oh, that's satisfying. That's a good way to take him out. Really good. I loved that. Yeah. Just, and I mean, dude, that guy had a 700 million berry bounty. 700 million is nothing to sneeze at. That's fucking insane. That's a really high bounty. So, I mean, I can see why he's bragging about that. That's kind of a bounty to brag about, if there is one. That's really cool. So, towards the start of the episode, we had Luffy fighting against Katakuri, and he was attacking him with Haki, but was saying Haki isn't doing anything. So, like, at first, when I first saw that, I thought it was an oversight. Like, when Luffy was first punching him and there was all those holes being made in his body, I was thinking, like, hang on, is this filler stuff and the writers forgot how Haki worked? Because I was like, isn't the whole point you infuse your thing with Armament Haki and then you can even attack Logia fruits? So I was watching that going like, how the fuck is he not hurting him? But then Luffy said it. And so Luffy saying it made me go, okay, it's part of what's going on here. And like my main prediction is like that I think he's using the foresight. So he knows, like, Luffy's gonna punch me here. So as soon as the fist is coming, he makes a hole there. And then he just, like, punches right through him. And he just keeps doing that for every single hole. So he's just so good at, like, the observation Haki. that he's able to completely counter Luffy. And if that's the case, it's a hard thing to beat, right? Because it seems, you know, he can, because that, I'm like, what I'm thinking is of with Eneru, right? When Luffy was fighting Eneru, he also had like mantra, right, which was haki as well, to be able to predict what Luffy's gonna do. And Luffy countered that by like going up to a wall and punching off the wall, excuse me, so that like even Luffy didn't know his own intentions. And then that was something Eneru couldn't predict. But I don't know if that strategy would work against Katakuri, because it seems like Katakuri actually sees a vision of the future. You know, he's not seeing what Luffy intends to do. He's actually seeing what Luffy does, like what actually happens, the result of it. Which the difference with that would be if Luffy was punching off the wall and bouncing fists towards Katakuri, Katakuri knows where the fist is going to end up. It doesn't matter where it comes from. It doesn't matter where Luffy punches or what he means to do. It matters where the fist is going to end up. And if Katakuri knows that, he can dodge it, I would think. So I'm curious. I wonder if it's going to be like a Luffy beats him purely because he's in 4th gear or whatever and is that fast and strong that like there's just Katakuri just can't react fast enough, or if there's going to be like kind of a clever way that we get around his foresight, you know. I don't know, but regardless, I'm excited. It is kind of cool to see Pedro, who's not like you know, actively out on the sea or whatever. Like he was mostly, you know, he was out on the sea for a bit, but then he was also back in Zou just like hanging out. But seeing how inspired he was by Roger, and now seeing the way that he sees all of that in the Straw Hats, and is like having a realization like, oh my god, the Straw Hats are actually what we've been waiting for the entire time, and then like going all in on them by sacrificing himself. Really cool. And I love it's just a nice detail of Oda coming up with the idea of like, okay, he's the Nox Pirates because it means night, and then the reason is because he considers night to be before the dawn, and since this is about to be like the dawn of the new pirate era or whatever, like he is basically the final step before that. So he is opening up the path for them. I think that's a nice detail, and it's a good way to craft Pedro as a character. It's one of those things where like I feel like this episode, I feel like Oda designed the entire character around this episode, but still very cool. You know, like that's a cool way to write a character, I think, is to know where they're going to end up from the start and build up to that the entire time, because it did feel like all the dominoes were falling to reach this point. Very nice. And we have one more episode we're watching in this video. So let's just get right to it. This is episode 850 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. And that's the cube complete. And this episode is going to be called a sinking ship. The Straw Hats hit the bottom of the ocean. Even Katakuri couldn't see this coming. Whoa! It sent Big Mom flying. Well, at the very least, it knocked out Pero because the candy melted. But I think it probably killed him. How dare you, Pedro? Oh, Carrot. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh, and Katakuri's just on the ship with us. Oh, it's fucking crazy. Yeah! I love how intense this is. Like, I love that the lighting is like all red and... Oh my god, Carrot! Oh, careful. Oh god. Oh no, don't show me a Carrot backstory that's gonna make me sadder. She's fighting with Pedro 0.5. I like her outfit here. It's cute. She's better with her claws. Oh, Pedro saw the actual potential in her. Aww. Aww. She feels useful again. So cool. Oh, I feel like I was talking about Pedro's purpose in the story. I feel like Carrot's purpose in the story is to make us sadder about Pedro. What's Carrot's turn gonna be? Can she have it now? She can solo Katakuri. I doubt it. I don't want her to sacrifice herself. Oh shit. Oh! Ow! Jesus, face first into the ground. Oh. I want her to do something awesome. Oh, the sound building up. God, that's so sad. Oh! Oh! Fuck yeah! Well, it's kind of so cool how Katakuri is just taking it though. Oh my god! Fourth gear! Oh no, okay. Just third gear? It looks like he was doing the muscle balloon, but... Oh! Kuda burst! Yes, I love this. I love seeing her do the calculations live. And doing it in the right order. Hold on. Oh my god, we're gonna blast through them. Oh god. We need to go. We need to go. Yeah, she's got her own shit to deal with, guys. There's 3 of you and 1 of her. Deal with your own shit. Oh my god. Okay, they miss. Oh, they just missed. Nami! It's ready? You have to shout it out. Oh no! She grabbed on? Shit! That's so bad! Oh, this is so bad! But one of the cola barrels fell out. So we need to go refill it or some shit? And then we have to probably charge it again because it needs to shake up the new barrel. Nice. Okay, alright, yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. Yes, you just need to put one new barrel in. Yeah, if it was broken, we'd be really fucked. Maybe Jinbei should have done this bit. Oh god. Yeah. You didn't fuck with our ship. Idiot. Oh! Grab her! Grab Bruley. If we have Bruley, we have so many more options. And Katakuri was scared that Bruley came out. No way! No, that was Paris's silhouette. There's no way. Jesus, man! Oh yes! Yes, Luffy! Uh-huh. Go into the mirror. But then we're leaving the Sunny with these motherfuckers. Oh. Is Luffy going into the mirror? Is he gonna like drag Katakuri into the mirror? Oh my god. Don't forget to shout it! Kuda burst! Yes, please finish Pero off. It's bullshit that he survived. I like him talking to a recording. He's responding to it like it's Dora the Explorer. Where are we going? Chocolate Town. He went into the mirror. Oh, that's gonna be scary for them. Luffy coming after them. Oh shit! Oh my god! You're not going back to my friends. That's fucking awesome. Hell yes. Oh, I'm so excited because we're now at like some cool shit going on part of the arc again. Like you know, we had a small stopover in like they're running somewhere part of One Piece, but then once we're back to this point of One Piece, it's so hype. So yeah, I'm really keen to see how this plays out. This is a good episode, man. Like there was so much fun tension, and I only wrote one note, and it's not a very good note. But there was so much fun tension in it, and like build up. I really liked the tension and build up here a lot, where it's like the, you know, Big Mom grabbing onto our ship from one side is like very scary, you know? Katakuri just being on the ship, even being held by Luffy, is scary. Paris standing up is kind of scary. I don't know why he's alive. Like, does Oda want to use him for something else? You know? Like, I'm starting to be like, hang on, what do these explosions do anything? But you also have to think like Paris is such a high bounty pirate. Maybe Oda wanted to like show how tough he was by showing that he even like survived a point blank explosion. And I mean, not very well. He was missing an arm at least, I think. So I think he's really fucking damaged, but for him being able to like stand up within, you know, in the next episode is wild to me. is absolutely crazy. And since he didn't end up doing anything, I wonder why you would bother doing that. You know, why have him stand up there? Because doesn't it slightly undermine what Pedro did? I mean, Pedro still allowed them to, like, we wouldn't have been able to get away if he didn't do that. But it wouldn't have been so much more badass if he just straight up killed Paris. That's what I think anyway. But yeah, we got some Carrot backstory in this episode. It's interesting
that they did the whole like Carrot is being told like everyone has a turn, your turn will be someday, but they did all of that build up and then it wasn't Carrot's turn, you know, like Carrot attacked Katakuri and then that inspired Luffy to go all out. So like maybe that was the intention, was just showing, hey look, Carrot putting this much passion into fighting against Katakuri has made Luffy pissed, and he's gonna be able to come up with a way to beat Katakuri because of this. Or is it they're just setting up for a Carrot moment later? I don't know. Like, what kind of moment can she have? I feel like she's been, you know, kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like, Carrot moments have been kind of scarce in this arc. But there's been a little bit, and I didn't need any crazy moments from her. For me, I just like her character. Like, I think she's cute. I think she's funny. I like the you know, her calling Chopper bro, you know, or the her like always going, that's our Luffy, that's our Nami, like anything anyone does, stuff like that. I think like there's a lot of cute, fun character stuff, so I like her being there for the slice of lifey part of her being there. But they specifically in this episode call out her being like inspired by Pedro, and Pedro saying like, you're gonna have a time that's gonna come. So it's making me think, is she gonna have a moment, or is that setup that won't end up paying off? I don't know, because I felt like if there was a time to do it, they would have done it like right here and now, like right after doing all that backstory. But maybe they wanna save it for a bit, so we'll see. But yeah, I was thinking about like, in the last discussion I was talking about like what Pedro, in my eyes, what his role in the series and in the show was. Like, why did they bring Pedro in from Zoe to be in this arc, to be one of the main characters of this arc? Like, what was Oda's reasoning for that? I said how, you know, he's supposed to set up for them, you know, he's supposed to be the transition point into the dawn of the new era or whatever, and he's supposed to sacrifice himself. That's like his role in the series. What's Carrot's role? Because I like, as it goes on, I'm unsure currently, but what I certainly think right now is, at this very moment, Carrot's role is to make us actually feel for Pedro's sacrifice. Like, a lot of us didn't know Pedro super well, so Carrot being someone who's actually fully attached to him, it allows someone to like really, really mourn his loss, which I think is a very good idea. To have someone present at the scene who can actually fully like take in the loss and be upset about it, so that we as an audience can have that release as well. So I like her being there for that reason, because I think like otherwise I think otherwise it would have been only hype from Pedro taking himself down. Like, I would have just been pure hype, no sad. At least Carrot being there gave me a little sad, which I feel like you should feel a little sad when someone dies. So yeah, but now Luffy's taking Katakuri into the mirror world. I do like the like Broly's just an idiot, so she specifically like jumps out and goes like, hey, come back here or whatever. And Katakuri sees it happen in advance, and he's like, no, you idiots, like this is gonna fuck us over, because he already knows the plan that Luffy's gonna go with. And it's great. Luffy pulls them in and then breaks the mirror so they can't get back, which I would be a little worried about, like the idea of like, well, how is Luffy gonna get back now? But I'm sure there are mirrors on Chocolate Town or whatever. Like, I'm sure there's a way for him to get back, you know. So but if Broly now just goes, all right, see ya, and like fucks off and goes through one of the mirrors randomly and then never comes back through, then Luffy is forever trapped in Mirror World, at least until Broly's killed. So I mean, maybe that's what would happen. Maybe the Straw Hats would just hunt down Broly and kill her, and then Luffy comes out of the Mirror World. So yeah, I guess not much to worry about right now, I guess. Alright, well, that is One Piece, episodes 847 to 850. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.